So we're fast approaching the launch of Do Sweat the Small Stuff, and I wanted to come and do some videos to introduce some of the key concepts that are within the book, both to give you a flavour of what you can expect and hopefully to entice you to dig a bit deeper. So this is the first of a few videos I'm going to do in the lead up to publication, and this one is about the fundamentals. What are micro-interactions and why do they matter? So let me illustrate this with a thought exercise. Think back to your day yesterday. Think about every interaction you had with another human from the moment you woke up until the moment you went to sleep. So maybe it started with saying good morning to your partner. Perhaps you shared about your day. You might have said thank you to the barista who made your morning coffee. Could be talking to the team when you got into the office or on the first Teams call of the day. Maybe you smiled at someone when you were out for a walk at lunchtime or made a call to book an appointment. Perhaps you were chatting with a work colleague who happened to be in the office with you and said, see you later, or chatted to someone over dinner, right? There are literally hundreds of small interactions that happen throughout our day. Most of them feel very small and inconsequential, and they're often interactions we don't put a great deal of thought or planning or intention into. So when I say micro-interactions, these are what I'm talking about. And they're not just about what we say, it's also what we don't say, how we say things, what we ignore, consciously or otherwise, what we respond to quickly and what we sit on, the interruptions, the silences, the questions we ask and how we ask them, the smiles, flashes of irritation, blank looks, and so on, our habits, our behaviours, right? Micro-interactions are the moments of connection we have with other humans that occur in their multitudes every single day. You can probably already sense why they're important, but I want to highlight three things in particular, why I think they matter. First, they're how we experience our relationships. So we're a social species and we experience other people through lots of interactions, but it's not just the significant moments that matter. Each micro-interaction is like a stitch in a tapestry of a relationship that makes up its overall depth and colour and shape. And if enough of those stitches are kind of missing or broken or messy, the picture isn't clear. The relationship has something missing or doesn't function the way we want it to. The second reason is that micro-interactions make up our culture. You've probably heard the definition, or one definition, that culture is the way we do things around here. So the attitudes, the values, the norms, the actions, the beliefs, the habits that make up how we work with one another. And these are often expressed through lots of tiny moments, which we don't put a lot of thought into, but that doesn't make them any less influential when taken together. And third, micro-interactions are how we experience our workplaces and arguably our lives. It affects whether we feel seen and heard and respected or exploited and taken for granted. And to be honest, they're often the difference between a good day and a bad one. Now, at work, when we layer on leadership, we layer on power and influence. So our interactions have much greater meaning because those around us add meaning to them. And as a leader, whether you realise it or not, you are setting the tone. What you say and how you say things and what you do have added significance. So if you're not paying attention to what those things are saying, that's why it matters. It's why you can't afford to ignore the small stuff. And ultimately it affects performance and trust and engagement and retention and lots of other things. And it all indirectly or directly at times comes back to the multitude of micro-interactions we have with those around us every day. So I hope that makes the case why they matter. Now, on the next video, I want to have a look at why, in relationship terms, micro-interactions are not neutral. And that if you aren't harnessing them in a way that actively grows and nourishes your relationships, you may be causing harm, however unintended. So join me for the next one.